It seems a lot of people can't understand the importance of the 3 sticks. First, checking the horizontal level does not calibrate the auto level, as Jesse Crazy Lowski will have you believe. Here we establish a horizontal level with the Dioptra app at 0 degrees. However, when we change to the x-axis or down the line, everything changes. Why? Perspective, of course. The crosshair is lined up with the first pole made up of 3 Jenga blocks. As we observe the poles further away, they do not line up with the line tangential to the first pole. Perspective creates an angle down. This angle down increases with observer height and target distance. The side-on view is different to the front-on view. Now you should be saying right now you haven't eliminated slope as a variable. So here is the reverse view to eliminate slope as a variable. Perspective creates an angle down to the final target pole. The line that is 90 degrees straight down from the first pole does not ever line up with the far pole. This is the effect of perspective. Now, this is where the globers get all hot and bothered, so let's clarify. We are not saying that the far object gets physically smaller. Perspective makes the object appear smaller uniformly from both the top and the bottom. It actually takes a 1.1 degree angle down to get the crosshair to line up with the final object. To look down the row of objects, the curved lens of your eye or camera has to rise slightly above the first object and look down slightly. Now, when we look at Jesse Crazy Lowski's work, he makes this error in everything he does. The crosshair in this picture is above the marker 1 mile away. Yep, of course it is. That's perspective. That crosshair is 90 degrees to the first marker, not the second marker. If you place 3 sticks in between these 2 markers, you would see the crosshair above the 3rd stick. That crosshair has to be adjusted down slightly to line up with the 3 sticks to ensure the crosshair is parallel to the water surface. Okay, so now we get the complaint, but I'm a builder and I use an auto level every day. Every building must not be square if this was true. No, the auto level is perfect for short range observations due to its 32 magnification. It's the magnification that overcomes the perspective at 10 or 20 meters away. The auto level is not designed to observe objects 1 mile away. Our goal is to have the auto level observing parallel to the water surface, right? Well, then use the 3 sticks method to ensure that occurs. If Matthias had observed his boxes of matches using the Dioptra app, with the crosshair lined up with the first box of matches, he would have observed this angle down to the last box of matches. He was so close here to showing the truth, but fell short, as usual. Every observation that Matthias has done is also wrong, especially the turning torso. So the 3 sticks method is essential for long distance observations, where perspective plays a huge role. You can see in this shot here, just over 30 meters, how much the perspective affects what we see. This is why I panned across and checked that the auto level was still lined up with the 3 sticks, ensuring the crosshairs are observing parallel to the water surface. You can test this yourself by observing 3 beer bottles lined up on your table with your Dioptra app. You will always get a downward angle to line up the 3 bottles. So let's look at some Rottnest footage. The red line is where the crosshairs should be aiming at to show the 49.46 meters of drop for the Wadjumup Lighthouse at 25.13 kilometers away, and 35.34 meters of drop for the Bathurst Lighthouse at 21.22 kilometers away. My camera height here is Floreat Beach Car Park listed at 12 meters on Google Earth, plus 1.7 meters of tripod, and a really low tide that day, so I've estimated 15 meters. The green line represents where the crosshairs should be on a flat Earth, so the crosshairs are not correct for either the globe or the flat Earth. Now before you say they are closer to the globe, you have no idea what I've done with those crosshairs. In fact, I dialed them upwards several turns to manipulate these results, just to get you thinking that way. If I was a dishonest glober, this is exactly what I would have done. Throw in some refraction and boom, I've proved the globe. Nope. Without the 3 sticks, the viewer cannot be certain of what is going on. What's that? Jesse is a professional surveyor. He wouldn't manipulate the results. Yes, he would. And did. And I have the evidence. Remember, everyone lies. Double check everything you see on the internet. Demand the 3 sticks. So this is Jesse attempting to calibrate his auto level by showing it was horizontal to the water surface. Just like my Dioptra app was horizontal to the Jenga blocks. Now when Jesse showed this video, I was literally throwing stuff at my screen. For a professional surveyor to claim this was proper calibration for a 20-mile observation is just, well, embarrassing. Remember, everyone lies. So here is the evidence of Jesse manipulating the results. On the left is his auto level and on the right is his theodolite. So 2 big problems. He calibrated the auto level wrongly, but then used the theodolite to view the hotel, bait and switch. But the main problem is, why are the crosshairs much higher on the right with the theodolite? If that crosshair even moves slightly upwards, it affects the end result massively. This is outright fraud and Jesse needs to retire from his profession. Remember, when looking over a body of water for a long distance observation, demand the 3 sticks. And then you can feel comfortable you are viewing the distant object parallel to the water surface. Do not trust people who tell you the 3 sticks are not required. So what do professional surveyors do? These images are from the ANZAC Committee for Surveying and Mapping and recommend observing no more than 50 metres at a time to overcome refraction and, I would add, perspective. So observing over 1 mile and publishing the results as proof of curvature actually breaks the rules of the professional surveying organisations. As I said, everyone lies. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, comment below. Abusive Globers will be muted.